Hey friends, Corey here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 3 strongest, most effective, most commonly used attacks at Town Hall 12 right now, today in this meta. The reason they're so commonly used is because they work, all right? If you don't know all 3 of these attack strategies, you better get to learning them. Number 3 that we're going to be taking a look at right here is going to be Zap Dragons, all right? You might already know this is a very effective attack strategy at Town Hall 13 and at Town Hall 11. I gotta tell you guys, it's even more effective at Town Hall 12 than it is at Town Hall 13 for one very specific reason. The meta at Town Hall 12 right now is to be running multi-target infernos. Dragons are very good at dealing with those multi-target infernos. Town Hall 13, single target is still the meta. That's why it's so much more difficult to pull off at Town Hall 13 than it is at Town Hall 12, and that's what makes it one of the strongest attacks at Town Hall 12 right now. Now you gotta know the rules of the lightnings and the quakes to be effective with this attack strategy. All right, high value targets for those zaps are going to be things like air defenses and sweepers. CC does not matter as much for dragons because if they have anything that's ground targeting only, like hounds or ice golems, Valkyries, anything crazy like that, maybe goblins, as strange as it sounds, you'll see that once in a while. Those aren't even going to come out for the dragons. Not only that, but the dragons themselves are very good at dealing with any air targeting defensive CCs. That's why CC is not one of those high value targets. However, Town Hall is a high value target, but since you're not going to be zapping that bad boy down, you're going to want to look at getting that targeted with Sui heroes, or at least taken out with the siege machine. Jimpa, beautiful attack right here, and ended on that Town Hall. He decided to take a Stone Slammer instead of a Blimp, and look at the Stone Slammer value from 6 all the way up to 12 before that Stone Slammer pop, man. That thing stayed away from air defenses and took down so many structures, annihilated this base. Alright guys, next, look at the value. Look at all the air defenses at 6 o'clock and at 3 o'clock, and you can take out those groupings since they're only one tile apart with 3 lightnings each, man. This is such a horrible base in this meta. Jim Bob just used 6 lightnings and took out every single air defense on this entire base. The last 2 lightnings went to take down a sweeper, so 3 per air defense, 2 per sweeper. Remember those rules, you're gonna do just fine. Now he's just gotta create a nice funnel. We do have one sweeper remaining in the core of the base, but it's pointing in the wrong direction. All right, it's not going to affect his troops at all. By the time his troops get to that point, dragons will have already taken out that sweeper entirely. He's got an E-Dragon making a funnel on the right. Pretty good choice there because he had some good chain value. And also, there's no air defenses out there. There's no single target infernos that are going to take down that E-Dragon pretty quick. So it should be able to get value in there for quite a while. Now, he's got dragons raging their way through the core. Sure enough, dealing with the enemy clan castle troops. No trouble at all. Looks like he's waiting for that Town Hall to activate. And then he wants to be able to direct target that with a Stone Slammer. Of course, by the time that Stone Slammer gets there, those rage dragons might have already taken care of it. Now, if you're going to have an area where all your dragons are going to focus on the Town Hall, you better make sure that you're saving that Grand Warden ability for the Town Hall. But if you expect only a few of them to branch off and deal with that Town Hall and eat that Town Hall Blast, then you might be able to use that Grand Warden ability in a little bit different place. That Town Hall Blast is only going to affect a few dragons instead of all your dragons. It's not that big of a deal. And guys, I really love the back end troops that Captain Morgan used inside his Stone Slammer on this. A lot of times on these dragons attacks, dragons will die out, slow down towards the end, so having some fresh max loons coming out of a Stone Slammer many times can finish that triple up nicely. Alright guys, number 2 on our list, must know attacks right now at Town Hall 12 is going to be Zap Lalo. Check this zap out, man. He's going to zap the queen, the clan castle, all in the core of this base. And to do that at Town Hall 12, all you need is 6 lightnings and a quake to take down the clan castle. 6 lightnings will take down the queen. Now, he did leave the sweepers up, but he's going to be coming in a direction where he's not really having to deal with much of those sweepers at all. Now, he's sending in a blimp with a rage. You don't see this very often with the Lalo, but since the CC is already down, he can go ahead and use some raged up Yetis in there, get this whole compartment taken out. Really love that call by Numata on this base. Now, we talked a little bit earlier about suing your heroes after that Town Hall, and that's exactly what Numata is going to be doing right here, using a wall breaker to open up that wall, Ice Golem to tank in front of the heroes, and he's gonna get in there and get that town hall kill just fine. A little bit of help tanking from the king, but honestly, guys, I think the queen with an ice golem would have been fine to take that one out just on her own. Now he's got Lalo coming in from that upper left-hand side. He tried to drop a few loons, take care of that bottom section, but it's not going to be enough to get that entire bottom section taken out, so he's gonna have to be ending on that bottom section. Look at him moving in through here. Now, nice thing about Town Hall 12 is we don't have scatter shots, all right? Now, multi-target Infernos are not ideal for Lava Loon, but since there's no scatter shots in these bases, you're able to use those free spells on the multi-target Infernos because you don't have to save them for things like the scatter shot. So for that reason only, Lava Loon's still incredibly powerful at Town Hall 12. Just make sure you're on top of freezing those multi-target Infernos. Look at that, man. I don't know what his queen's doing right now, beating a wall, but she's still got her ability. So even if his Lalo died out at this point, he could probably just pop her ability and triple it anyways. But that base was smashed, man. More core value in the core of this base. We had the queen and the clan castle going down in the core of that base, along with a number of expos. Oh my god, he might even have had a sweeper in there as well. No brainer on this attack. What attack strategy to use when somebody gives you that much value in the core of the base. Now he's got Sui heroes coming in. Looks like he's going for some of those multi-target Infernos there. Let's see if his queen's going to cooperate. I believe she's going to go over to the right and take out at least one of those multi-target Infernos along with an air defense. Man, that would be really, really nice. Taking out another air defense to set up the hound pathing through the base. Air defenses themselves, not a huge threat to Lava Loon. In fact, they can really be helpful depending on where they're located to help your hound pathing, ensure that they're gonna properly tank for those loons. So now we got a Lava Loon, circular Lava Loon coming in counterclockwise from the right, and he's still got a free spell. So let's see where he's going to use that thing, man. I think if it was me, depends. It's that Town Hall's activated, I'm going to freeze on my way into that Town Hall, because that thing does even more damage than a multi-target Inferno. But it looks like he's going to be direct targeting that Town Hall with a blimp. 5 super goblins in there and a hound to do some backside tanking. Now, important to note, if the enemy had had a giant bomb right in front of the town hall where that blimp popped, those 5 super goblins would not have been able to take down the town hall. So it can be risky if you don't know what's there to use those super goblins, since things like spring traps, tornado traps, and giant bombs can all prevent the super goblins from getting that town hall kill. But if none of that stuff is there, they are definitely the most effective means of taking down that town hall. Alright fam, now up at number 1. This is no surprise, man. This has been on the list, I don't know, forever. Since the Siege Barracks came out at the very least, probably even before that. But fam, this is still an incredibly powerful, incredibly common used, incredibly effective and versatile attack strategy at Town Hall 12, so it would be irresponsible if I did not throw that in here, and that's going to be hybrid with the Siege Barracks. And make no mistake, friends, the version that uses the Siege Barracks is still stronger than the version that uses the blimp. I added up the hit rates a while back, and the reason for that is simple, man. You're getting that free P.E.K.K.A. and Wizards, which is so perfect with this attack strategy to have that free backside funneling. So even if you have to use your king to funnel your queen in, you still have a free funnel with that Siege Barracks on the other side. Not only that, but by the time it pops, you got those Max Hog Riders coming out to reinforce the rest of your hybrid. Just an incredibly powerful combination of an attack. And guys, once again, just like with the dragons, the multi-target Inferno meta that is still the meta at Town Hall 12 right now is nothing but help for your queen charge hybrid attacks. Obviously, queen charging multis, no big deal, a little bit easier, a little bit safer than queen charging singles. You don't have to burn those free spells as long as you have good pathing to them. Now you might think, Corey, multi-target Infernos are not good for miners, they're not good for hogs. And I get it, man. I get it. All right, singles are less of a threat to your miners and hogs than multi-target Infernos are. But you got to remember, dude, you got heals and a Grand Warden ability with this attack anyways. You've already got heal spells designated for your miners and hogs, and one heal spell can completely nullify a multi-target Inferno nowadays. So multi-target Infernos, honestly, I'd prefer them on a hybrid attack than single-target Infernos, just because it makes your queen charge that much easier. All right. Now, he's got that Grand Warden ability covering through that Town Hall blast, but we know those miners are really good at going back underground, not taking the damage from the Town Hall. So if you only have miners on it, you don't even have to pop the ability there. You're really just popping that ability to save the Hog Riders that are in that group as well. But sometimes you're going to notice, man, sometimes you got to split on these attacks. Your miners are on the Town Hall, the Hogs have gone around it, and in that situation, a lot of times you can save your Grand Warden ability since those miners are going to go back underground for that blast anyways. Look look at this, man. We got a backside multi, but once again, we're just gonna heal our way through it. Those spring traps can be brutal, man. Oh, that multi would have been down already to those hogs if that spring trap hadn't taken out so many of his troops. So the heal's gonna wear off, man. Those spring traps were rough on the miners. Looks like it's gonna be up to the queen. Finish this one. Friends, those are the top 3 must-know attacks at Town Hall 12 right now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click that button right over my shoulder. If you're already a subscriber, then check out that video on the other side of the screen, and we'll keep hanging out.